Hi everybody, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Kind of. Please wait for the microphone before you ask your question. Over to the champ and the champ trainer, Robert Garcia. Please raise your hand for your questions, please.
Hi, Bam, right here. Congratulations on a phenomenal win. It seems like every fight you just keep getting better and better. What's your secret?
The better the opponent, the better I perform. I've always felt that way. It was just a matter of time until the world's seen it.
Jessie, para el boxeador Jonathan Hernández, muchas felicidades por este triunfo contundente. Mencionó Juan Francisco Gallo Estrada sobre una posible revancha, por ahí una cláusula de una revancha inmediata, pero me gustaría saber a mí cuál es el plan de Van Rodríguez. Se ha hablado mucho sobre apresurar tu camino para una pelea con Aoy Inoue. ¿Piensas mantenerte y ser un campeón sólido en la división o ganar la carrera para alcanzar al campeón japonés?
Yeah, so the question was, obviously given your victory tonight against Estrada, what's your plan now? Is one of the things you like to do become a solid champion in this division, or would you like to go on and look to challenge, people in particular like Inoue in a different weight class, or would you like to stay as a solid champion in this one?
Yeah, I've been saying it all week that I'm here at 115 for 2 or 3 fights. I know there's a rematch clause with Estrada, so if he wants to go through with that, then you can run it back. If not, then I want the winner of Ayoko Martinez.
Buenas noches, Sergio Betancourt de Total Box. La pregunta sería, felicidades, congratulations de Jessie para Robert. Todo el mundo está sorprendido, Robert, de cómo terminó, pero me llama mucho la atención verte sorprendido también a ti. ¿Te sorprendió? Esa es la pregunta, ¿cómo terminó la pelea? Sé que estabas confiado, pero ¿realmente esperabas un resultado así?
Mira, pues no que esté sorprendido porque sé lo que tengo a mi lado, sé el peleador que tengo, la dedicación que tiene el gimnasio y todo eso puede pasar, pero también el Gallo es una leyenda, es un guerrero, un peleador de respeto y yo sí esperaba que se parara, pues especialmente después del gancho ligado. O sea, yo sí pensé que se iba a parar, pero bueno, fue demasiado fuerte que no pudo, pero en realidad lo que tengo a mi lado no me sorprende de lo que esté haciendo, pero sí me sorprende más de que no se pudo parar el Gallo.
Gracias.
So yeah, the question was, were you surprised with what happened tonight with Bam's performance? Were you surprised with the way he was able to stop Gallo? And Robert's answer was, I'm never surprised really, because I wasn't surprised with what happened, because I'm not surprised about the person that I have alongside me. I see him in the gym, I see how he works and the ability he's got. But you have to say Gallo is a legend, he's a warrior, and he has complete respect. That was a great liver shot that he was hit with, and I was surprised that he ended up, being stopped. But what I'm not surprised about is the guy I've got alongside me.
Hey Ben, Ryan, hey, after you dropped him, you smiled. What was going through your mind?
I don't know, I was just happy that I dropped him.
Did you know it was over?
I thought he was gonna get up, so I don't know, something kind of told me it was over, but in the back of my mind I thought he was gonna get up.
Question for Bam and also Eddie. Just going through social media at the minute and having a look at the scorecards. One judge had you ahead, Bam. One judge had it even, and another judge had Gallo ahead. Just your response to that, and also your.
Honestly, that's pretty crazy to me. I thought I was dominating the whole fight. Even the round I got dropped in, I came back and finished that round pretty strong. So those scorecards were kind of shocking to me, but that's boxing, that's the way it goes. Good thing I got him out of there.
Yeah, for me, the Mexican judge gave Bam 2 rounds. Quite incredible out of 6. It was a competitive fight, but Bam was dominating the fight, and then he came back with a knockdown. Pretty much every card's going to be a 10-8 with that, even though he probably won the round outside of it. But it's starting to get a little bit competitive. But I think to not have Bam winning the fight at the time of stoppage is quite incredible.
I think Chavez was the Mexican judge because every round he was winning. I was hearing him right there next to us, and they were giving Gallo every round. So I think Chavez was the judge.
He did leave kind of early.
Huh?
He did leave kind of early.
Who did?
Chavez, as soon as they announced the winner, he left the arena.
Well, I don't know. I'm telling you, because he every round I was, we hear everything they're talking, and every round was going to Gallo, from Chavez scorecards. But hey, it was a competitive fight, Let's do a rematch.
This is for Robert and Bam. The seventh round, even though you got the knockout, you seemed way more defensive and responsible than you were before the knockdown. Was there a kind of come to Jesus moment in the corner between rounds to say, hey, you got to focus more on defense?
Yeah. When I got dropped, I got too careless. Robert was telling me, probably the round before, I think, just to stay calm, keep doing what I was doing, and I just got too comfortable, to be honest, and I got caught with a good shot.
Now, congratulations on your win tonight. Great performance. You are of the greats of this weight class. Question: you say after the fight you won the winner between Puma Martinez and Kazuto Hioka. Do you plan to unify to become undisputed? The full edition?
Definitely. I believe they're fighting for 2 belts. So if I were to fight them and win that fight, there's only 1 belt left, and if it presents itself, then I'll be more than happy to step inside the ring with the champion of the WBO.
Second question: how can you help to spar against your colatito?
What's that?
How much help to you sparring against your colatito?
Yeah, Chocolatito, the sparring with him, it was probably the perfect sparring I could have got for this camp. He's been inside the ring with the starter 3 times, so he knows the starter better than anybody else. So I'm very thankful for those rounds, and I want to give a shout out to Chocolatito for the 3 sparring sessions we had.
Thank you.
Bam, can you talk about all the training that you did for this fight? How did that match the reality of what you saw in the ring tonight? And then follow-up question, were you actually surprised to hear him say that he wants the rematch given what happened in the ring tonight?
I'm not really surprised. Gallo Estrada is a legend, he's a warrior, so of course he's gonna want to get back and try to beat me, but I'm only getting better from here on out, so.
This a lot of boxing. Where do you rate this victory among all your other victories?
I believe this is my best one, just because of the opponent I had in front of me. Gallo Estrada, like I said, just right now he's a legend. He used to be on the top of power rankings for a very long time, and for me to go out there and dominate him the way I did, it just says a lot about my performance, my talents.
Congratulations, Omedeto. So what do you think of the Ioka Martinez fight? Who do you think going to win?
That's a great fight. I think Ioka, he's a little too technical for Martinez, so I think Ioka will come out with the victory.
Obviously there is a big market in Japan. Would you like to fight in the future in Japan, or would you like to fight here?
No, I would love to fight in Japan. I've been out there a few times. I've been to the boxing matches out there as well, and it's a different atmosphere, so I would love to go out there and fight whoever.
Hey Ben, Chaz with Dosa Boxing. How were you able to quickly shake off that first knockdown that you had, and what were you able to tap into in order to change any tactical positions against them in order to win the fight?
Yeah, it was just a flash knockdown. I knew right away. I already knew when I was going down that it was a flash. I was already smiling, I think, and then I just got back up and stuck to the game plan. I just didn't stick to the game plan, and I got caught with a good shot. That's what happens. These are championship fights, so I gotta stay at the top of my game. It's just a learning experience.
Hey Robert, I want to ask you a question. What was going through your mind? What was going through your mind when everybody got knocked down? And what instructions did you give them?
Right, the round before the knockdown, we did tell him, we can't, have you get a little too confident, because I noticed there was those moments where he was landing, and he got a little confident, especially the straight right hand. But we reminded him, and he went out and just went out there too confident, thinking, because he was telling us he's got no power, I don't feel his power, and you know, it happens in boxing, you know, he got caught. But good thing is he listened after that, he paid attention. I knew it wasn't I knew it was just a flash knockdown, because the way he got up and the way he smiled and looked at us, you know, I was confident that, you know, he would, you know, actually go out there and probably win the rest of the round, you know, so I was confident, I was good.
You gave Estrada his flowers after getting dropped for the first time in your career, saying you were able to hang in there with the legend. But now, after stopping him, what does that make you?
The legend slayer.
Jessie, acá, para el boxeo. El Consejo Mundial de Boxeo tiene en este momento un campeón interino de las 115 libras, que es Pedro Guevara, también mexicano. En caso de que el Consejo Mundial de Boxeo les pidiera a ustedes que respetaran esa pelea mandatoria, ¿le darías la oportunidad nuevamente a Pedro Guevara de Mazatlán, Sinaloa?
So, Jessie, I wondered if you could answer this question. It's regarding the WBA interim title, WBC interim title, and the person who holds it, Pedro Guevara. I wondered if you were asked to take that fight and that became your mandatory, would you give this fighter the opportunity?
I mean, I'm here to fight anybody, but honestly, that's a step down. I want to unify the division, so I want the winner by Rayo Martinez.
Bam, congrats on the win. When we were here 2.5 years ago, I told Chris Algieri that you were the best fighter I've ever seen come out of Texas in all the years I've been doing this, even better than Spence, and he laughed at me. Thanks for proving me right, I appreciate that.
I got you, man.
You've got 3 wins over legends now, you got a win over Sonny Edwards. How important is it to you where, you know, the media and the boxing world ranks you on that pound for pound list?
At first, I didn't really care, to be honest, but once I was first put on it, it was, I mean, it happened right after I beat Sonny, and to be put on the pound for pound list, I felt better about that than actually winning the fight. So just to stay on the pound for pound list means a lot to me. To be on the list with great fighters is just, it's an honor.
First and foremost, Bam, I just want to congratulate you. A phenomenal performance, probably the best one of your career thus far. Robert, wanted to ask you, obviously we've seen Bam look sensational against the top, highlight real knockouts with that uppercut. We got that knockdown today, but it was the body shots that made Gallo quit. We've heard Shakur Stevenson praise Bam from their sparring 8-9 years ago, and it was specifically the body shots. Obviously, you being with Bam day in, day out, what do you think is Bam's best weapon, if you will?
You know what, I think every punch he throws is great. You know, his best weapon, I do like the body shots, and he could tell you every round I was telling him, let's invest a little in some body shots, let's break him down with body shots. And, you know, the good thing is that he listens. You know, I know he throws very good body shots, but I love those uppercuts he throws, you know, especially when he moves to the side, left or right, and lands those uppercuts. I think that, to me, that's my favorite. But you know, this time around was a nice body shot, and, you know, how you couldn't get up, so gotta like that one too.
Hey, Ben, down here, Jose Romero from Arizona Republic, local newspaper. Congratulations, and how about this atmosphere tonight? You've come to Arizona twice and gotten a couple of big wins here. The love that the fans gave to these lower weight classes. Did you just feel all of that tonight?
Yeah, I fought here 3 times actually, but tonight was the biggest one. I beat Quadras here, I unified against Sonny Edwards, and now I took Estrada's belt, so now Phoenix holds a special place in my heart. I love fighting here, and I mean, the atmosphere was great tonight. I've always pictured myself in fights like this, and to be a part of it, in reality, it was a dream come true.
In the build-up to the fight, a lot of people talked about Noah in a way, just at the back then. A lot of people talked about Noah in a way and a potential fight with you. You mentioned in the ring about it being a fantasy fight. But at this stage of your career, what does it mean to you to just be even mentioned in the same breath as fighters like Inoue?
I mean, it's badass. I'm a 115 pounder, he's 122, so to be mentioned with him, it just goes to show how talented I am.
Couple more, guys.
Question for Robert. What do you thought about Art's performance tonight?
Oh, sure.
I didn't even know we got partners on the undercard. Sorry, just kidding. You know what? It was a good learning experience. Also, tough fight. The kid fought really good. I congratulated him too because he fought a great fight. You know, had a little trouble the first few rounds, but you know, we kept telling him he's got to get a little bit more active, a little bit busier, and he listens. You know, he listened and started picking it up. But yeah, I know it wasn't an easy fight. It was a pretty tough fight. You know, I got respect to our opponent also.
Hey Eddie, traditionally like the lighter weights, they haven't made a ton of money, but you're such a creative promoter. Do you have some ideas that where you can really maximize everything that he can earn and everything he can do based on his skill?
Yeah, I mean he's doing well. He's done well. He's 24. So, you know, I think the thing about Bam is he's not really interested in meaningless fights. So that's always going to help, you know, in terms of the numbers because they're always going to be big fights. And what we're doing is we're consistently building the numbers and the crowd. You know, we started off quite small in San Antonio. We come here. You know, we did double the numbers tonight that we did against Edwards. And I think we continue to build that. I mean, I couldn't believe the reception that Bam got here tonight. Don't forget he's from San Antonio, Texas, and it was like he was from Phoenix. Now we know there was a huge amount of Mexican fans here, but the atmosphere was incredible. So I think his stock continues to grow. Yes, he's in the smaller weight class, but that's why I keep asking for the respect amongst the names of Crawford and Inoue and Usyk. I believe he's that same kind of mould as those fighters. So, you know, it's difficult commercially to build it, but DAZN are supporting him. He's doing great numbers. That show, that fight would have done huge numbers for DAZN tonight. Did very well at the gate. And you know, although we always need a good dance partner, he's building his own brand. And it's just the beginning, really.
Bam, what do you think about Doug Fisher, the editor of Ring Magazine, saying that you're going to move up more than one spot in the pound for pound list?
I think so. That was something that was being said before the fight, especially if I were to stop him. Definitely top 5 now.
This question is for
Last
Eddie.
question, guys. Last question.
David with More Boxing, no problem. This is for Eddie Hearn. Would we consider Bam a great contender to be a part of another card for another possible 5v5 with another promoter?
I hope so. We might win one. I mean, look, just the thing about the 5v5 was that the aim was to be competitive. You know, if I start putting Bam, you know, Boots, you know, all these great fighters in, then Andy Cruz, you know, we're going to win more than 0 fights. But, you know, I think that His Excellency, in all seriousness, His Excellency, Sir Gallo Estrada would have been watching tonight, and he knows his boxing, and he knows great fighters. And I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Jessie Bam Rodriguez with a little trip to Saudi Arabia at some point as well. I think that'd be nice to tick on the list as well. Guys, I just want to say thanks so much for your support. It was an incredible night tonight, from top to bottom, the whole week. We always feel so welcome here in Phoenix. The atmosphere is so great, everyone's so knowledgeable. So thank you to the Footprint, thank you to DAZN, and well done, Jessie Rodriguez, new WBC and Ring Magazine champion. Well done.